What is going on, guys? It is Gyro Studios, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a flashlight system in Unreal Engine 5. Super easy, super realistic. All right, let's start off headed over to our first person character. The first thing we're going to set up is our spring arm. So we're going to look up spring arm, and as a child of that, we're going to look up a spotlight. So now you have a spring arm and a spotlight. Next thing for the spring arm, this is very important. Make sure you set this to 0. Now, what I like to do, I like to actually add about a good maybe 2 notches and then position the spring arm above just about chest level. So next thing we're going to do with the spring arm is we're going to use pawn rotation, look up camera lag, enable camera lag, and enable camera rotation lag. And we're going to set this to about 12. That is it. All right. The next thing we're going to be doing for the spotlight is going to be, first off, set this not visible. We're going to set the attention radius to about 800, the inner cone about 22, and the outer cone, let's say about 28. So now if we look at it, your flashlight will be about that big, but trust me, it won't be that intense. I like to change the intensity about 3,500 to 4,000. Play around with that. Find it what works for you and your game. Next thing is, no, it's not going to be an LED light in a flashlight. We want to make it slightly yellow, so it looks like a warm white. All right, so after that, we want, again, we have this set to not visible in game. If you want your flashlight always on, you can set to visible, because now if I hit compile, play, and I walked over, you can see the flashlights working. Now, let's make this way more realistic. So we have light function material. If we head over to our content drawer, I already have a flashlight texture. You can find flashlight textures on Google. I will be linking the one in the video down below. But if you look up flashlight texture UE5, a bunch of them will come up. Find one that you like, and you can do the same process. So the next thing we have to do, we have to make a material of this. So if it material, we want to keep everything organized so we know what material is what. M_flashlight. Now, let's open up our material, and you can see all of this mumbo jumbo for you. And some of you may know what it is, some of you may not. We'll be going to another tutorial later on going through this. But if we click onto M flashlight, you want to head over to material domain, set it to a light function. That's all you're going to have to do with this. Now we drive our texture, and our RGB goes to our emissive color. We can hit apply and close it out. We're done with it. Now if we head back over to our spotlight where it says light function material, and we can select our M_flashlight. We can hit compile, save. Now from there, we have to set up the actual logic going into the game. So what that requires is we have to make an input. So our actions, so we're just going to copy one of these and paste it. We're going to rename it to IA_flashlight. Then we're going to head back over to our input, IMC default mappings. We want to hit add IA_flashlight, and then hit your little keyboard and hit F. Save that. We're done with that. So we can head back over to our first person character blueprint and type in IA_flashlight. Now, pretty much what a flashlight is, it's a switch on, off, on, off, on, off. So what we can do on started, we could go flip-flop. It's pretty much an on and off switch. Then what we want to do is we want to play sound at location. Again, I do have freesounds.org linked in the description. So if you guys want to get my flashlight on and off sounds, they're very easy to find. Just find one that you like. I throw them in Audacity, lower the off one just a little bit so it sounds more realistic. So here are the sounds. So for flashlight on and flashlight off. Very slight difference, but it makes a big difference in the game. So then we want to grab our spotlight. Then we can get world location of the spotlight. Now, you know how I am about organization here. So we want to make these even, and we could feed them all out, and B is going to be here. So your flip-flop A is going to be on, and your flip-flop B is going to be off. From there, we have to drag it out from Spotlight and hit Set Visibility. So we have this. And now for a flashlight, it usually takes a couple seconds, well, not a couple seconds, but a couple milliseconds for it to actually power on and show the brightness. So I like to add a delay. About 0.15 is good. And we want to set the visibility to true. For your off switch, we could just go set visibility. Oh, we got to copy this one. So we'll go like this, set visibility. We want to drag it to this, and that's going to be false. Now, let's clean this up just a little bit. We'll go like this. We'll actually disconnect this one, and we'll drag it like that. That way it's nice and organized. Let's just fix this, and we'll go like that. Boom, perfect. Now, that is all the logic. You could stop here, but I like to be thorough, so I like to add a variable. A Boolean is flashlight on, question mark. So we want to grab them both. For obviously it being on, we want to check true. Now the reason why you're doing this is strictly because you could have a function or an attack animation. Is the flashlight on? If it is, flashlight goes flying or breaks or whatever the case may be that you guys want. This will come in handy later on. Right now it's really doing nothing because you're setting the visibility here. But for later on purposes of your game, it's very important to have that. So now if I hit up compile, save, we head back over, you can hear it. Now, if I go like this and turn down my lux, so let's just say 0.2, you can see, man, the map just got just as bright. So a quick fix for all your horror games is going over to Edit, Project Settings, and type in Auto Exposure. We want to turn that off. Now you see it stays dark. We'll hit play. We'll run over here. And you can see has a little bit of camera lag. And it looks super realistic, guys. Well, guys, if you enjoyed that tutorial, please feel free to give me a like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions down below, feel free to reach out. I usually get back to them pretty quickly. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye-bye.